Welcome, message from the streets. Today's topic, interesting as usual, dealing with the social construct that is about to dissolve right in front of our eyes. And the reason that this construct or the way of life is going to dissolve is because there are individuals that are in the places of power that refuse to let humanity advance as humanity can advance. So they're kind of like controlling the paradigm. They're controlling the narrative. Yet what is going to happen because of this unnatural control is that things will be come to the point of a meltdown or overload, and it's just going to be disastrous. I want to give an example of an allegory, and it may be real to some people and not real to other people, but that's why I'm using the word allegory or symbolism. And I'm going to speak about the Sodom and Gomorrah from the biblical text. Most people, they accuse the creator, God, Yahweh, grand architect, the the programmer of this particular experience or this realm as the tyrant or the guilty that have destroyed men, women, and children alike. Yet I tell you the truth, when you look at it from a perspective with dealing with energy and conduct and responsibilities, God didn't do anything. Humanity done it. We are the temples of God. We are power sources. And the things that we're sending up into the ethers because of our behaviors and our agreements and our inability to advance, this is what has caused different types of events on the outside of natural events happening in time slots. The energy that we're sending up causes these particular type of events. So what I'm saying is that in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah in this allegory, people say, well, God. No, it's us. Wrap your mind around that. Behavior, failing to be in compliance with the laws and of the construct will bring about destruction of the construct. And it's easy to say, well, God did this and God did that, but nobody said nothing, about what the people did. A lot of people think that Sodom and Gomorrah was all about, LGBT for modern day terminology, but it was more than that. The politicians were crooked. The people were wicked. It was all type of nefarious behavior that was going on in that town. And, the illustration of Sodom and Gomorrah just pointed out one of the particular behavior patterns that was going on, but it was much, much more than that. It was a town of debauchery. And this, what has brought about the destruction of all civilizations. Civilizations have reached their acmes and their peaks, and then they start to decline because of the orchestrators or the leaders or the guardians or the politicians or the kings or the emperors or the court. Things have gone array, have become dysfunctional in a sense of what got those societies to those acmes and to those peaks. Am I a traditionalist? No, I'm a realist. And what I'm saying is that we must be moving on in a certain type of energy field to keep things stable. The earth is alive. It's a living organism. And the human beings have been like a virus. The earth do not destroy itself on outside of the natural events that take place with the weather and things of that nature, but those things are natural. What humanity is doing is unnatural. The wars, the manipulation of the food supplies and the poisoning of the waters and the polluting of the air and all that. This is humanity's behavior that is contributing to the meltdown of the planet, which will eventually reach a point of destruction or some type of reset. You know, if you study what they call this, the yugas, there is a cycles, and it's like a peak and then restart, peak and restart. And this is what is going on regardless of what your religious or your scientific perspective may think. At the end of the day, it's us. And when I say us, the 1% controlling the 99%, that is a part of the problem as well. Because the 1% have loopholes just like they got, I mean, not the 1%, the 99% got loopholes, and, you know, just like they got loopholes in, you know, avoiding taxes and things of that nature. We have loopholes on how to operate to dismantle this particular system and start on a firmer foundation, and it all deals with the interactivity of spiritual beings having a human experience. About, you know, the chief cornerstone is love, and what love consists of is that we're doing for one another, not just one or two people, 100 people. Everybody start to support one another, put out good energy, put out positive thoughts. Every day not going to be the same, but we got to put forth, and we got to put this type of mindset into our children and teach them truth, so we can pass the baton on, and they can continue working on the dissolving of a authoritarian operation, because this is the way that the government or the governing factors is headed, and this is nothing new. It's the same old soup warmed over, repackaged, and coming back around. And every time the failure is not on the governing factor, even though that they play a major role, it's on the people, because the people never step up and bring the force. The people don't do it because we selfish. We locked in prisons. We done believed the lies. We done drunk all the Trump juice, the Biden juice, the political juice, the culture juice. We have drunk so much juice of insanity, from television to music to books, all types of things, that we can't grasp the simplicity of love to stop any type of unwanted activities that is being produced by our behavior. Some things we can't stop. We're not going to be able to stop it from raining and snowing and thunderstorming and things that happen that's out of our control. But a lot of things, it is in our control. Or let me put it like this: the things that we do have control of, we refuse to take control of it because of what? Fear. CV-19. Fear. 9/11. Fear. Racism. Fear. Fear has kept us separated and paralyzed in a sense that we can't do what we were naturally created to do. We can't find ourselves, because if we found ourselves within ourselves, our authentic selves, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be going on. And it starts with one person, but it has to become contagious. Just like the contagious conditions of this construct that has been accepted, we must administer the antidote. Get our minds right. Get our hearts right. Get our frequency right. And everything will be all right. I bring you this message in love. I leave you this message in peace. And this is just my point of view. Oneness.